Welcome everyone back to the Crimson 15 podcast. I'm your host, Crimson.
A15 PCA.
Native 454.
And Rose.
Be sure to follow us over on Twitter at C15 Podcast. Join the discussion over on Discord, link in the description below. And if you're enjoying the videos, be sure to sub, like, share, and hit that bell for notifications. So, Toy Story 4 had its first full trailer. We had that weird teaser thing. But now we kind of get the story. And I'm feeling like, didn't we already have this story in the second one? Yeah. Woody gets lost, sees something like a different life, kind of likes it. The other toys come back to come save him. It's the same storyline. Am I crazy to think it's not the same?
Yeah, I think to me this proves that they're just running out of ideas. They don't know what to do with the Toy Story brand. And I don't think, like I said before, this movie should have been made.
Three really wrapped it up. It really did. We learned more about this little Forky kid. Little toy. I guess Bonnie made him like in arts and crafts. And we noticed when watching it, looks like Bonnie's sitting by herself. She doesn't look like she has friends at school. Because Bonnie's that, they don't think, that's that weird kid who always talks about her imaginary toys. And
yeah.
So she's probably shunned. So she made it, because she can't take her toys to school. So she made like a friend.
Like Lilo and Stitch.
Yeah. Like how
Lilo had her doll that she made herself.
Yeah, and I was like, she got bit by an infection. Her hair was all
and every other kid had the normal looking dolls.
But Lilo had a huge imagination.
Yes,
so I'm assuming Bonnie
like
also. But it's weird though, because during the Toy Story shorts, it doesn't look like Bonnie wouldn't have a lot of friends. You think she would have tons of friends.
She seems super nice and, like I said, really creative. The Christmas special, but that was her. I believe that was her
cousin.
Yeah, because it looks similar.
The Dino ones. That was a fun one.
Yeah, it was really good.
I like the little angel guy. He was cute.
Yeah, you always.
Peace still on the little bit. So I guess she made this little sport guy, and he doesn't want to be a toy because I guess all objects are imbued with whatever they were made for. So if your backpack came to life, it'd be like, just put things inside of me, like it would only want that and nothing else.
Isn't that kind of like saying that you don't have free will to make your own choices? That's kind of a weird little message there.
I'm thinking what they're trying to say is just because you think you're meant for something doesn't mean you can't be something more. I'm assuming that's what they're trying to go for, but
it's in such an awkward way. Like he literally jumps out of the camper.
Because I guess they're going like on a family trip. They rent an RV. She brings all her toys, and Woody's like, we have to make sure Sporky is one of us because it's really important to Bonnie right now. And the Sporky just says, I wasn't made for this. I was made to eat salad or soup, and then throw it in the trash. And he jumps out the window. Is he like committing suicide? It's so weird.
Yeah,
that's a weird way of doing it. That's for sure.
But of course, Woody has to save everyone, just like Wheezy. Remember, when he went down to the yard sale.
I really wish that we could have seen more growth with the other characters, because in every film he seems to be this sacrificing. I gotta take charge. Would have been nice to see Prickle Pants or Trixie or someone else jumping into be like, hey, no, let me help. Because you had Woody in the first film, he had everything that happened between him and Buzz. In the second film, he did it again right with Wheezy. Third film, it's like it's always him coming back into the fold. Not that I don't want to see that, but it'd be nice to see other characters.
I would almost want to see Buzz jumping out and they grab him back, like something like that. Where like. Because, come on, I mean, I know Woody's always sacrificing. Because Buzz is right up there. Buzz would do the same thing for Woody.
Oh, and I know, like, even in the third film, though, if you notice, you go back when they're all in that trash heap and they're going, Woody was the last to give up.
Yeah.
Buzz was
like
the
little fire pit they were going into.
Buzz was the first, and Woody kept trying. And I guess that's how he is, but it'd been nice to see other characters.
I think that would have been the perfect way of doing it. I think Native has a great point, and you do too, Rose, in that maybe it starts out like it's going to be like another torture thing, but it's a different twist. Now someone else takes charge. I think that would have been at least a little different. See someone else grow besides Woody being the hero all the time, the sacrifice.
Yeah.
I think that's a good point.
So they both jump out the window and they get lost. They come upon, I guess it's like a small town. It's like an antique store. And then he notices Bo Peep's little lamp. Because in the third film, they're just like, she got sold at a yard sale.
Just wrote her off.
They have no idea what happened to her. So I guess he's intrigued. He wants to go check it out. Then it goes full-blown scary movie.
Yeah.
There's
a
little doll.
The dummies from Goosebumps.
It looks just like Slappy.
Yeah.
And then the one doll, it's supposed to be a Taki Susie or whatever that old doll was. You can't leave, and they're all chasing him. This is so unnecessary for a Toy Story film.
Yeah, why would these toys don't want you to leave? That's just so silly, right?
What I think is really weird, too, because they did have a Toy Story short that was like a Halloween one.
Yeah.
That was less scary than what this little part was. Yeah, because it was like that lizard that was taking people.
Combat Carl.
Combat Carl was in that episode.
Carl.
Remember your training? I have no training.
But
But see, that was funny.
But it's almost like saying, okay, we're going to have this scary element because we don't know what else to do with the story. So we're going to have this little part that doesn't fit the Toy Story.
Yeah, and they're like, here's the thing. So that's when we get to meet Bo Peep, and she comes in like a ninja master,
sliding in,
just beating up the bad guys, and Woody's like, incapable of anything.
But I think that's very, very, very redundant. I don't know if that's the right word. We already had this joke in Wreck-It Ralph Part 2 when you had Rapunzel talking like this about you need a big, strong man to save you or help you. She came in with the same attitude. Oh, Sheriff Woody, always trying to save the day.
I know, right?
See, was that her being condescending or her being nice? I can't tell.
That's why there's the fan theories going out there that she's
the bad guy.
She's probably the villain because the way she's talking.
But do you think they'll make the female the villain?
I would hope so because the way she's sounding is
they're going to do, again, speaking of Wreck-It Ralph 2, they're going to do like how they did with Shank. She wasn't a bad guy. She was just like another way to live your life.
Yeah.
Which I really didn't like. Her character was
that wasn't Woody's fault that you got sold. Like, if this is the same Bo Peep, that's not his fault. You can't blame him.
No, there's a flashback. They're both being sold at a yard sale, and he kind of kicked her closer to the thing. It really was his fault.
It's like, it says like $5. He sticks like a 50-cent sticker.
He's
on
Yeah, I know. And it's also weird, too, because I remember you were saying, Crimson, that maybe there's two different Bo Peeps. That would make more sense. Yeah. That's how you could do it then,
because
that
for
way.
one scene, you kind of see Bo Peep in her original pink little outfit. Then, but we kind of noticed, too, that she, like, turned her dress into a cape.
Like, yeah,
For as far as I remember, Bo Peep wasn't plastic. She was either porcelain or ceramic or something because she was a lamp.
Yeah.
Most kids' lamps from back then weren't made of plastic, and they didn't have removable clothes.
No.
Why would the lamp have removable clothes? It is so stupid.
How could she bend the way she does? Because usually Bo Peep in the old ones,
she was kind of.
She didn't move too much.
You notice how Bo Peep didn't want to go with any of them to the thing with him. Like, why not? Why not go with the old friends? What's stopping her from doing that?
Like, she shows odd. Like there's like a carnival out there. She's like, oh, there's more kids, and it's like, isn't this like the whole Lotso thing?
Yeah,
it's so similar. So is she gonna try to go? Woody, here, stay with me, and we can be happy together?
Yeah, pretty much.
But then even Spoony, Forky, Spoony Love, whatever his name is.
Spoony from up above.
From up above. He's like, well, Woody, aren't we going back to Bonnie? But then you see the look and he's like, I don't want to. He wants to just be with Bo Peep.
Yeah.
Maybe that's part of it because he feels guilty, but it's not his fault to feel guilty. She shouldn't be putting that on
so
him. He's a toy.
They repeat part 2. All the toys get together to go save Woody.
Yep.
Same exact storyline. They go, and I guess they happen to come to the same little town that has the same little carnival.
It's a lot of conveniences, yeah.
And she lost all her toys. I remember being a kid and like maybe you lose 1 or 2 toys. No, she lost them all. But Bonnie's going to go crazy because she's so meticulous about everything. Yes. There's no way she misplaced all her toys. Yeah. Impossible.
And she probably doesn't even take them off the car or the RV that they're in.
So they go. Then it goes to a scene that looks like an underground nightclub for toys. And then we get Woody. Wow, you're handling this abandoned thing better than I ever could. Lost toy thing better than I ever could. Really, Woody? You've done so much. You've done more than any toy in the history of toys. You survived airplanes and fire pits and... Are you kidding me?
You got an adventure of a lifetime.
And you let Andy go.
And you let Andy go. You let your first child go.
Yeah.
So what are you talking about? That'd be like... That'd be like Tom Brady coming to me, showing me throwing a football in the backyard. Damn, you threw a ball better than I ever could. It is so stupid.
Yeah.
It's just to be dumb, just so Woody can be the loser and Bo Peep's the amazing one.
But what I'm worried about, like you hit on it, man. I hope it's not a Wreck-It Ralph 2 plot. We're literally saying, "Oh, this is a better life for you."
Yeah.
But there is no
think
world
about yourself.
Yeah, it's like. Didn't we already do that?
You know what? It would have changed the total trailer if all Woody had to say, instead of saying you're handling it better, you're handling it different than I would.
Or something a little better than that.
Like, oh, you're handling it different than I would.
Well, she has to be right, though. See, that's how they're portraying it.
Because there's like a scene here where she's fixing his hat and she's wearing her old bonnet and the pink outfit. Yeah. And she almost looks kind and sweet instead of just like that mean version of herself. And is it the same voice actress?
It doesn't sound
no,
like
it doesn't.
It sounds like she's been chain smoking for a while.
Yeah.
The other Bo Peep was that Southern belle, very just nice and kind. Hey, sugar, just had that.
Wouldn't it have been something if there had been another protagonist, another toy that she knew that was there, that was kind of pushing this, and she was the one that kind of was wishy-washy about. That would have been better.
We don't know everything because even in the original, in Toy Story 3, we really didn't get an idea who the bad guys were.
Yeah.
But and of course the twist was it was Lotso. So I'm wondering if they're going to twist it again and make it Bonnie. Let's talk about Andy. They like upgraded him. Yeah. He looks nothing like his original character. No. I know people sort of, you want him to look like this? He kind of have more of a round face. That's not Andy. That's some other kid.
Just keep it that way. What was
I honestly, when I first saw this trailer, I wasn't really paying attention because I was so irritated with it. I thought that was like just some other kid. I'm like, what the hell is this kid playing with?
His son.
Yeah, but it's not because that's totally his old room and everything in the watch. There's the Mickey watch back there.
The weird thing is that Andy was at least blonde, right?
They did have dirty blonde hair.
I don't know. Blonde hair, not like brown hair.
We get to see the character Keanu Reeves is gonna play. I guess he's gonna be like a stunt driver guy, like an old Evil Knievel. Remember the motorcycle?
I'm not looking forward to those 2 ones, the prize ones on the wall. It's just
we're like ghetto. Okay, we get it. That's stupid. That was it. Wasn't funny in Transformers like 20 years ago. It's not funny today.
No,
I don't know, but and then we just kind of get this idea: is Woody kind of go through that same phase of giving up again? But he already did the give up storyline.
I know.
He's like, I was made to help a child. I don't remember it being this hard. Because maybe Bonnie's going through issues that he can't help her with. Oh, I can be there for playtime, but she really needs a real friend.
Yeah.
But I have that storyline. Don't have this weird Bo Peep storyline.
But you could tell us in a short. You could tell us in 20 minutes. 20 minutes. You didn't have to do another Toy Story movie.
And I feel like they're throwing a lot of things in there with Forky, with him wanting to go back, Bo Peep. It's like, these all could have been like 20-minute shorts, all different things.
See, because here, look at this. Yeah. Forky was made to eat food and get thrown away, so that's what he wants to do. Woody was made to help a child and be a toy, and that's what he wants to do. But they're telling Forky, no, stay with us, live a different life. Don't go be a fork.
Yeah.
So isn't it? Yeah. How's that any right to do that to him when Woody wants to just be this toy to help a kid?
But to me,
go be something else.
The only one that grew in this trailer was Forky.
Yeah, I know, right? For a little bit.
No one grew, yeah.
Because I feel like that might be the main storyline, is that Forky's going to remind Woody what their purpose is.
So I don't know. I need another trailer. Do we see this day one? I remember seeing I seen every Toy Story in the theaters, and I don't know.
I think my nephews are going to want to go see it.
Yeah,
so
we'll take all the little ones, but I mean the graphics look good. That's a plus.
Yeah. And I know everything that happened, and we don't know all the details, but without John Lasseter, I'm sorry, Pixar seems to be kind of floating a little bit. There's no direction.
Well, just Disney in general.
Yeah,
I didn't care for Wreck-It Ralph at all. It was okay. It had a couple touching moments, but everything that led to the touching moments
was heart, but still
was bad.
Yeah.
It was selfishness. This is be selfish.
Yeah.
Poop on everyone. Do what you want to do. Go live in a GTA world. It's stupid. So abandon Bonnie. Come live with me in the. Apparently, if she's living in this antique store, is she battling those puppets every day? What is she like stuck in a nightmare world?
Well, unless they're really working for her, and that was all just
set them up.
I don't know.
Oh boy, we call that the setup. So I don't know. I got to do some trusted reviews from people that I trust and see what they say about it, because right now this is a maybe not a first weekend kind of movie. Maybe after a couple of weeks.
Yeah,
we'll find out.
Oh, it's something else.
Yep.
Crimson Saint here. Thanks for watching the video. If you're enjoying the content, be sure to sub, like, share, and hit the bell for notifications so you don't miss a single upload. If you have any tips or story ideas, hit us up on Twitter at C15 Podcast, or better yet, join our Discord server, link in the description below.